Okay, everybody, welcome. Thanks so much for being here. I thought that video was very telling. It really explains what it is, the opportunity that we have in front of us. And I wanted to watch that first so you can understand that why we're able to make an incredible amount of money in the Jasura compensation plan is a direct result to what's going on economically, to what's going on in the fabric of our country, where network marketing is being more and more recognizable and received far better than it ever has. The statistic of 68 million people globally, 68 million globally being involved in network marketing, a home-based business, out of 7 billion. So we're looking at less than 1% of the world knows about this, which is why I continue to offer that we're pioneers in this industry, especially in the United States, where it has not yet been well received by the masses, and it's coming. You know, the statistic is 1 out of 8 households in the United States, and they're expecting that's going to grow to 4 out of 8. 50% of the households in the United States in 3 years, okay, will be involved in some form of home-based business. So let's go ahead and talk about Jasura's compensation plan, the payout structure, and others, so that you have a really good understanding of how the money is made, where the money is going to flow, and what activities we need to do to cause us to advance in rank to experience more of that income. Our first stop is Venture 3. I know I'm recording this, folks, so we'll have a link for this that you can share permanently by going to YouTube and typing in Michael Lattuca, and you'll be able to subscribe to my YouTube channel. As a result of so many people ask me for links to various videos, so I just set that up so you can go there, subscribe, so every time I post a new video, you're going to be alerted. So Venture 3 is our first stop in the compensation plan, where we have personally sponsored 3 people that are active, meaning they have $140 in personal volume themselves. We know that our 3 for Free program makes next month's purchase that would qualify us for the compensation plan moot. It's going to be free. You sponsored 3 people in your first month, and you now are going to get the product for free. But that's not Venture 3. Venture 3 is 700 in group volume, as you can see. PV is personal volume, GV is group volume, and we'll talk about DV is total downline volume. So in order to be a Venture 3, you must have 3 personally sponsored people. All 4 of you must be active, and you must have a minimum volume, group volume of $700. And in doing that, you're going to make 20% of everybody that you sponsor for their first 60 days. Not your first 60 days, but theirs. Okay, and then everybody that they sign up in that new person's first 60 days, they're going to now make the 20%, and you're going to make 10. So 30% is being paid out. But let's take it to another level. Let's say that the person you sponsored, who sponsored somebody, now sponsors somebody else. That third level is going to pay you 7% as a Venture 3. Now we have what's called an IREP Elite bonus. When you get to the rank of Venture 3 and maintain it for 2 months, you're going to receive an extra bonus, which is not even in the compensation plan. It's called the IREP Elite bonus of $100. And as a leader, every time you personally sponsor somebody that maintains this rank for 2 months, getting their $100 bonus, you're going to get a matching bonus of $100. Okay, so it's very cool, quick way to put cash in our pocket. Now, as we're growing, we add 1 more person to our front line that following month minimum, and that's going to get you your product free yet again the following month. So ongoingly, by sponsoring our first 3 people, getting our product for free, by maintaining them active and sponsoring 1 more person the following month the product is free again, all the while causing you to still earn commissions without having to pay for it, outside of freight and tax. Now, as a Venture 4, you can see that the personal volume never changes, folks. You are never required to pay more than $140 ever, even up to my rank being the top rank in the company's compensation plan. But the group volume here has better than doubled. Remember it was $700? Well, now it's $1,500. And we're causing you to grow. You're helping 2 of your people sponsor somebody in, right? And now you have 6 people plus yourself is 7, which is $980 in group volume. But you need $1,500. And if people say, well, Mike, how am I going to get that? Well, very easily. How about we help those two venture twos get another person, and maybe the other people that have nobody, maybe we help them get a person or two. Or maybe we sponsor another person. Okay? And you see the Fast Start bonus was 20, 10, and 7%. Now it's 20, 10, and 10 permanently for the rest of the compensation plan. As a Venture 4 for 2 months consecutively, you're going to get another IREP Elite bonus of another $100. So let's say you got to Venture 4 in your first month, and you maintained it for your second month. You would receive Fast Start bonuses of 20, 10, and 10 on everybody in your organization. You would have also gotten an IREP Elite bonus for Venture 3 and for Venture 4 of $200. So you're already profitable. And you would have gotten your product free the following month. Right? So you're so far ahead of the game by plugging into the training. So now Endeavor 1, this is where it starts to get exciting. Because 2 of the people that you sponsored have now gotten their product for free, and our Venture 3s each having at least $700 in volume. Look at the group volume. It was $1,500 before, and now it's $3,000. Okay, and guys, it's not hard. If we're selling any of the new business builder packs, which start at $1,000, $500, to anybody that's signing up by sharing with them the ability to build a business rapidly by having inventory behind them, by having marketing materials to be able to spread the word quickly. It makes all the sense in the world, right? So you can easily, if you sold $1,000 package and one $500 package a month, you'd have half the volume needed. And then the other 2 Venture 3s, we know they're $700 each. So that's $1,400 plus 15 is $2,900. You're there. But as an Endeavor 1, there's another IREP Elite bonus of $300. Okay, $300 by maintaining this for 2 consecutive months. And now you've kicked into what's called level bonuses. If you look to the lower right of the graph that's attached on the slide, you'll see team level 1 through 5. You're getting 5% down through 1 through 4 of pardon me, of all the volume. In your first, second, third, and fourth level, you're getting an additional 5% override. And then on level 5, you're getting 3%. And now you're starting to make a nice residual income. The next rank structure is Endeavor 2. Endeavor 2 is where your personal volume, again, remains at 140. Your group volume, which is identified as your first 5 levels, is 3,000. And your downline volume, meaning everything south of you, could be 1 million levels deep, is a minimum of $4,500 in volume. There's another IREP Elite bonus here. By maintaining this for 2 consecutive months, you're going to make another $500. And the Fast Start bonuses are the same, 20, 10, and 10. And let me explain the Fast Start bonuses for those that may not know. Let's say that, in this case, Barbara, I sponsor you today. I'm going to make 20% off of all of your personal volume for the next 60 days. And then let's say that you sponsor Andrew Shaw 6 months from now. You're going to get 20% of Andrew Shaw's personal volume for the first 2 months. And me, being that I sponsored you, I'm going to get 10% of that. And then my sponsor is going to get another 10% because it goes 3 levels, as we can see here. So let's say that Andrew Shaw sponsors Cheryl Millette a year from now. Because, guys, it's in perpetuity. Okay, so Andrew Shaw sponsors Cheryl Millette a year from now. Andrew Shaw is going to make 20% on that personal volume. Barbara's going to get 10%, and I'm going to get 10%. So if you see the exponential growth when we're sponsoring people monthly and bringing them into this business, it's an ongoing payment to us, and everybody that they sponsor, we're getting paid on, and that's not even the level bonuses yet, which you can see now goes down to level 6. And it's actually going from 5% on levels 1, 2, 3, and 4 to 3%, which it was on 5, but now you're down to 6 level for another 3%. And now you enter into what's also known as check match. You see the 2 Venture 4s you have. We know that they're each $1,500 in downline volume, okay, or group volume, excuse me. $1,500 each, so that's $3,000 just for those 2, which satisfies your group volume. But now we need $1,500 more in our downline volume. Where do we get it? Well, we keep helping everybody get their product for free. right? It drives the volume up. We stopped the financial bleeding so nobody has to buy the product any longer, and we're still getting commissioned on it. But now CheckMatch is going to look down each one of your teams and see which is the first person that's making a minimum of $100, and it's going to pay you 10% of that person's check, in addition to all the level bonuses, the IREP Elite bonus, and the fast starts. So now let's look at E2 as something that somebody got to in their first month and maintained it their second month. What would their pay look like? Well, we know they got IREP Elite bonus for Venture 3 of 100, Venture 4 is 100, right? And then we also know that Endeavor 1 is 300. So that's 500. But you remember the matching bonuses for the Venture 3s that you personally sponsor? Right here, this one and this one. So you're getting another 100 for each one of those. So now you're at 700. Then the E2 bonus is 500. You've made $1,200 in 2 months. It's not even part of the compensation plan. And you didn't pay for your second case of product. And you're not going to pay for your third because you added a fifth person in your front line. Not hard, guys. Endeavor 3 is where it really starts to kick up some dirt. You see, you got 2 Endeavor 1s and you get 3 consumers on your front line. Those 2 Endeavor 1s, they're each 3,000 in volume. So there's 6,000 of the 15,000 downline volume that you need. And people say, well, Mike, how am I going to get the rest of that volume? Well, let's turn those other 3 people into Venture 4s and into Endeavor 1s, right? Because let's look at that. If they're all Endeavor 1s, that's 15,000. And by continuing to train, continuing to help people, this is a reality. It happens. It doesn't happen overnight, but it happens. And you can see get another IREP Elite bonus for maintaining this for 2 consecutive months of $1,000. So now, somebody like Laura Awana Lewis, who got to Endeavor 3 in 54 days, she got, at the end of her third month, right, because 2 consecutive months, she got the $1,000. She got the 500. She got the 400, the 100, excuse me, hold on. The 1,000, the 500 for Endeavor 2. She got the 300 for Endeavor 1, the 100 for Venture 4, and the 100 for Venture 3. And the 200 for the matching bonuses. So what did she make? $2,200, and it wasn't even part of the compensation plan for her third month. And now you qualify for the car bonus here as well. As long as your volume gets down to 25,000, you must be an E3, Endeavor 3 or higher. But I want you to look at the level bonuses, because now you see it's ramping back up. On level 7, it goes from 6 down to 7, and 7 is 4% instead of 3. It's starting to go back up. And folks, think about it this way. If you sponsor 5 people and help 5 people sponsor 5, your first level has 5, your second level has 25. And if we help those 25 do exactly the same thing, your third level is 125. Your fourth level, right, starts getting crazy, 725. I'm sorry, 625. Right, and it starts growing. So 4% on the 7th level could be a huge paycheck just by itself. And then CheckMatch, remember earlier, it goes down each one of your legs and finds the first person that's making $100. Then what it's going to do, it's going to look through all of their legs for the first person in each one of their legs that's making at least $250. Guys, it gets so dynamic. It's absolutely incredible. Endeavor 4, now you're on fire. Okay, you got 20,000 in downline volume. Look at the structure here. You have 2 Venture 3s, 2 Endeavor 1s, and an Endeavor 2. You're a leader. You're leading by example. You're growing, and you're starting to be rewarded strongly for that. Because now the level bonuses go up. The 3% are all 4%, down to the 7th level. And you're now getting paid 3 check matches down. The first one's 100, it fines. And then it goes underneath every one of the legs under the person that's making a minimum of $100 and looks for the person that's making $250. So let's put it this way. Let's say that you have 5 legs, 5 people you've sponsored in your front line. And let's say that one of them is making $1,000. You're getting 15% of that, or $150. And then let's say under them they've got 6 legs. Each one of those 6 legs is making $300. you're making $30 off each one of those 6 legs, which is another $180. And then let's say under those 6 legs, there is 30 legs that are all making $500 or more, and you're making 10% on all of those. And guys, this is what's going to happen over time. It's what I'm already starting to experience. I've got about 40 people in my check match, and now you become part of the dream pool. The company takes 1% of the company's sales of consumable products, not collateral materials, not brochures, not shirts and hats, but of consumable products. They take 1% of the global sales, not profit, of sales, and they put that into a pot. And they split that amongst everybody that's E4 and higher. So as an E4, you get a share of that now, in addition to all the fast starts, all of the level bonuses, and all of the check matches, and the Mercedes program. E5, now you're on a mission. You're almost at enterprise. You've got 5 Endeavor legs. 2 of them are 2s, and 3 of them are E1s. You now look at the level bonus. It's 5% from start to finish, from 1 to 7. And your check match has gone up to 20, 15, and 10. And now you get 2 shares of the dream pool. 1 for being an Endeavor 4, and 1 again for being an Endeavor 5. And your volume's at $30,000 monthly. And here's the big jump. This is where I'm at, enterprise. You got a minimum of $75,000 in volume. I've got 2 Endeavor 3 legs and 4 Endeavor 1 legs. I'm being paid. Now look at level 7, 6, and 5, guys. Getting paid 10% on my 7th level. Let me give you an example. My 7th level is about $50,000 a month in volume. Just that one level. So what am I making commission-wise on that one level? Okay? And then I'm about $45,000 on my 6th level, making 8% of that. And those are just level bonuses. My check matches are incredible. And now, as an enterprise, the company takes an additional 2% of all consumable sales, puts it in a pot, a separate pot, just for enterprises to benefit from. And we divide that up each and every single month. 2% of global sales. What do you think that's going to look like in 2 years when we're global? It's going to be an incredible amount of money. When we get to being $1 billion company, as Ozma wants, what is that? What's 2% of that a year? Well, it's a lot of money, right? Because we're looking at it being about $20 million that's going to be shared amongst enterprises monthly. Absolutely incredible. So now here's the Mercedes-Benz program. For $500 a month, which the company, that's the beginning point on the comp plan for the car. You need to have an Endeavor 3 status being active, and you must have one team that's at least an Endeavor 2 and active, and your entire downline volume must exceed $25,000 a month. Now, the company makes you qualify for 3 months in a row before they start paying it. And I've had people say, you know, why they do that, man? That's not fair. Like, what are you kidding me? They're safeguarding you to make sure that you don't backpedal. You don't go down to 24,800, you know, and that you're able to maintain and exceed this to guarantee that you get the payment. Okay, the car must be less than 2 years old. And in order to get a $700 Mercedes payment from the company, a pay raise even, right, even in that, is you must have 2 people that you've sponsored that are making the $500 bonus for the car. Not people that qualify for it, people that are using it. Okay? And then the $1,000 Mercedes-Benz bonus is 2 people which have $700. Okay, I know this is a lot of content, it's a lot of information, but it's extremely generous if we roll up our sleeves and we work. It's called network marketing. Net play marketing doesn't pay, I assure you. Okay, by rolling up our sleeves, getting to work, and producing, following the training, staying engaged, events drive this business. You can expand and then some my entire first year or so. So this is our compensation plan. It's incredible. It works as long as we work. And I believe that there'll be so many millionaires as a result because our company is gearing up to not only being a global company, but also having an IPO, an initial public offering. Once they go public, that will benefit any and all of us tremendously. And that's also outside of this compensation plan as a friends and family. So, and if you get to enterprise in your first year, as I did, they'll give you warrants, free stock for when they go public, a nice bucket of stock as a thank you for helping build this company. So I want to say thank you to everybody for being here. I'm going to post this on my YouTube channel. If you want it, it'll be there in about an hour tonight. And I'm going to come back in 5 minutes. We'll do a little bit more training, as I promised. So stand by. I'll be right back.